Section 31. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When he came to the gate of Changli Fitness, he decisively activated his business recommendation talent. He still did not intervene in Changli Fitness, and let the store manager Gao Chang manage it on his own. After some negotiations, the owner of Changli Fitness, Su Tianqi, was willing to transfer Changli Fitness to you for 1 million yuan, and you must take over the users who had previously signed up for the card. You successfully transferred the gym to your name, and renamed Changli Fitness to Spark Fitness. The branch received buff, plus 30% dopamine secretion increase, plus 15% weight loss effect. You signed a 3-year lease contract with the property, with a deposit of 50,000 yuan and a quarterly rent of 180,000 yuan. The gym is 2,000 square meters, with 17 private trainers and 8 other staff members. The monthly employee's salary is about 300,000 yuan. The gym lost 40,000 yuan in the first month. The gym lost 30,000 yuan in the second month. Su Yang roughly deduced and felt that this gym was not bad. If he wanted to take over, he would not be hindered too much. The reason why Su Yang has been losing money since he took over is that the boss carried out large-scale publicity and discount activities in the first 2 months after opening the store, and collected a lot of funds in a short period of time. After digging out the easy-to-dig customers, the difficulty of continuing to develop new customers has increased rapidly. In addition, he has to redeem the services promised to the previous customers, so won't he continue to lose money for a while? Su Yang deduced several times and found that he couldn't lower the price at all when he went to talk to Su Tianqi, the boss of Changli Fitness. The inability to lower the price must have been affected by many factors. For example, Su Yang came to the door on his own initiative to take over, which would make Su Tianqi feel that his own gym is very valuable, so he raised the price. For example, Su Yang's negotiation level is not high enough, so he changed his mind, and decided to start with Gao Chang, the manager of Changli Fitness. When a store is not doing well, the store manager is the one under the most pressure. Su Yang thinks that he should be able to tempt Gao Chang with a high salary and let him persuade their boss to transfer the store. This time, he really got quite good results. At this time, he realized that Gao Chang had been envious of Su Jiping because he often boasted to him about the treatment of Xingho. Knowing that Su Yang was interested in taking over Changli, he was willing to give him a raise. After thinking about it, Gao Chang decided to join Su Yang and help him make this deal. Chapter 23. The boss began to be unfathomable in Su Jiping's eyes. So, he took out his mobile phone and sent a message to Su Jiping. Changli Fitness is good, I want to take it, but if I go like this, the other party will definitely ask for a high price. You first tell Gao Chang that I want to buy a gym. I think Gao Chang may take the bait. Su Jiping, does the boss want Gao Chang to persuade the boss of Changli Fitness? That's right, Su Jiping, how can the boss think that Gao Chang wants the boss to take over Changli Fitness? Su Yang, you should have boasted to him about the salary and benefits of Xingho, right? Sitting in the office, Su Jiping looked at the line of words on the screen of his mobile phone, and suddenly a chill came over his heart. Am I being monitored? Or was the boss so smart that he guessed it right away? Suddenly, he felt that his young boss was a little unfathomable. If Su Yang was present at this time, he would find that Su Jiping's loyalty began to rise again. It was already close to 90 points. Su Jiping took a deep breath, calmed himself down, and replied, I'll try my best, boss. Su Yang, just do your best. Su Jiping thought about it, found Gao Chang's prestige, and sent a message directly. Gao Chang, let's go out for a drink today, at Shuzhengxiang restaurant, and there are Lao Lu, Lao Zhou, and others. Since becoming a store manager, Su Jiping is not as self-disciplined as he was when he was a fitness coach, but there is no way, the job requires it. Gao Chang didn't seem to be very busy, and he replied after a while, you treat me? Su Jiping, of course. Gao Chang, Shuzhengxiang. That's not cheap. Su Jiping, I have money, I'm happy. Gao Chang, sister-in-law doesn't care about you. Su Jiping, I threw my salary card at her face a few days ago, and she was so obedient. When I washed my feet, she even brought me water to wash my feet. Gao Chang, I really envy you. I'm under a lot of pressure here, and it's really not that easy to be a store manager. Su Jiping, just say whether you want to come. Gao Chang, of course I will go, it's a waste if I don't eat. That night, Su Jiping had a party with a group of old friends. Shuzhengxiang is an old restaurant in Rongcheng, which is said to have a history of 100 years. After the sumptuous dishes were served, Su Jiping ordered a few bottles of high-end Wuliangye. While drinking, everyone was praising Su Jiping. Halfway through the drink, Su Jiping, with a flushed face, began to brag about the owner of his own gym. Xingho's salary and benefits made everyone envious. What made everyone jealous was that Su Jiping received a high salary and had little performance pressure. This was extremely rare in the fitness industry. Everyone was talking about why they didn't meet such a rich and good boss. Everyone also thought that Su Jiping invited them to dinner this time just to show off. So, half drunk and half awake, Su Jiping revealed to everyone that his boss recently wanted to take over a gym and expand the fitness industry in Rongcheng, but he was still considering. After drinking to their heart's content, everyone started to disperse. If you are traveling in 2s and 3s, you may hire a driver or take a taxi home directly. After seeing off Lao Lu, Su Jiping saw that Gao Chang was still standing next to him. Gao Chang, your driver hasn't arrived yet. Hey! Brother Su, there is something I want to ask you. Not taking advantage of the drunkenness, Gao Chang directly pressed against Su Jiping. Su Jiping pushed him away and asked, "What's the matter? Isn't your boss interested in taking over another gym? What do you think of power fitness?" Su Jiping suddenly woke up half drunk. Good guy. You really took the bait. But he soon wondered, how did the boss guess it? Brother Su, why don't you speak? Thinking about something. Brother Su, we have been brothers for many years. Tell me the truth. Does your boss really want to buy another gym? Damn brothers of many years. They were just in a prestige group before. Later, Gao Chang became the store manager of Qianxiang Fitness and occasionally asked him for advice on running a gym. Gao Chang is considered a good person, and he occasionally invites Su Jiping to dinner. The two of them have become a little familiar. I do have this idea. What do you think about power fitness? Hasn't your Qianli Fitness been losing money? Gao Chang was choked by Su Jiping, but he quickly regained his composure and said, if there is no loss, how can our boss transfer it so easily? Brother Su, you know that if you include the money collected in the early stage, our gym will definitely not lose money. Su Jiping said with a half smile, then why are you in such a hurry? Section 32. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Tell the truth. Our boss has withdrawn the funds. What for? It seems he is doing other business. Gao Chang whispered, I feel that our boss is not the kind of person who will run a gym seriously. He really thinks that the money is his. Recently, the performance has been much worse than before. He was angry with me and said that if I can't do it, he will replace me. But is it all my fault? Su Jiping said non-committally, I understand. Brother Su, can you let me meet your boss? I'll think about it. Brother Su, I beg you, for the sake of our acquaintance for many years. Gao Chang took advantage of the alcohol and squatted on the ground, hugged Su Jiping's thigh and begged, if your boss really acquired Qiangli, we are brothers, you are my big brother. Come on. Come on. Su Jiping took a step back in disdain, I can mention it to our boss, but whether this will succeed or not depends on our boss's opinion. Okay. But I suggest that you should also show some sincerity. What sincerity? Your Qiangli Fitness is obviously a pit, whoever takes over will lose money for more than half a year. Although our boss likes to open a gym, his money is not blown by the wind. How much do you think your boss can accept? Our Xingho Fitness was profitable before it was sold to the boss, and the boss only spent 88,000. I'll go back and think about it. Go. After seeing Gao Chang off, Su Jiping couldn't help but think of Su Yang again. When the evening breeze blew, he felt a little cold standing on the roadside. After hesitating for a while, he took out his mobile phone and looked at the time, decided to report to the boss tomorrow. The next morning, Su Yang came to the gym and received Su Jiping's report. Boss, when can I meet Gao Cheng? Wait. Su Yang thought for a moment and said, at least I can't meet him right away. Okay. Remember to reimburse the money for yesterday's dinner. Yes, boss. After Su Jiping left, Su Yang changed into a tight suit and walked out of the office. It was past 10 in the morning, and the gym had not been open for long. However, Su Yang still saw more than 20 customers in the gym. There were more people using treadmills for aerobic training, most of whom were women wearing tight clothes. Su Yang also saw the figure of his own fitness coach. Although Su Yang's requirements for fitness coaches to sell courses have dropped a lot recently, Su Jiping has begun to focus on the body management of fitness coaches, especially a few male fitness coaches, who have already shown signs of gaining weight. Su Yang naturally supports this. When passing by the aerobic area, a beautiful woman with tied hair and a plump figure, who looked to be in her 20s, was running on the treadmill and smiled at him. Boss Su, are you here to exercise so early? Yes. Su Yang nodded. I have a private lesson scheduled for the morning. The woman's name is Qin Shuang, a loyal customer of the gym and one of Yuan Cici's big customers. She used to come here to learn yoga, and recently she often comes to the gym to run. Yuan Cici mentioned to Su Yang that Qin Shuang's real age is 33 years old, and she looks young because she takes good care of herself and lives a rich and comfortable life. She was married, but divorced her husband 3 years ago and has a son in elementary school. Qin Shuang complained for Su Yang, Yuan Cici is the same, why don't you arrange some better time slots for you? This is what I asked, her other courses are also very tight. You are a good boss who understands your employees. Su Yang smiled and said, I also have a share of the money that Yuan Cici earns. Qin Shuang took a quick look at Su Yang's figure and exclaimed. But, Boss Su's figure is getting better and better, that charming look seems to have a hook. I don't know if it's an illusion, Su Yang always feels that Qin Shuang seems to have some ideas about him. Next to Qin Shuang, another slightly fat woman glanced at the situation here and began to smile, signed, thank you for your support. Chapter 24 It's all for myself. Suspicious Su Tianqi. It's okay. Su Yang took a breath and said, Sister Qin, you can exercise slowly, I'll go to class first. Go. Su Yang didn't dare to stay for long, and hurried away. Qin Shuang's figure is so good, it's really surging when she runs. He was wearing the kind of fitness clothes that were close-fitting and very elastic. If he really accidentally put up the flagpole, it would be a big loss of face. After Su Yang left, the slightly plump woman next to Qin Shuang smiled and said, Sister Qin, do you have any thoughts about Boss Su? How is it possible? Qin Shuang rolled her eyes at her. I am an old woman in my 30s, how can I have such thoughts? I just think that Boss Su looks pleasing to the eye. Qin Shuang had no reason to be fussy about the slightly plump woman, so she turned up the speed of the treadmill and started exercising seriously. The slightly plump woman next to her didn't know what to say when she saw this situation. She was brought by Qin Shuang, and the two lived in the same villa area, and they were good friends. Since coming to this gym, she felt that she also fell in love with sports. Running here every day, you can also go swimming, and you feel that you have lost some weight. Tao Xue and several other female fitness coaches stood on the treadmill and saw Su Yang being approached by customers in the gym. These newcomers who had just arrived at Xingho Fitness would habitually gather in a group. Our boss seems to be very popular. Is he popular with women? Maybe he will be popular with boys too. You are so brave. What is there to be afraid of? I know a couple. You are dead, I will report you to the boss. Don't. I'm kidding. Passing the strength area, Su Yang greeted several big and strong male customers. When he came to the private training area, he saw Yuan Cici who was doing yoga. Yuan Cici's forehead was sweating. She didn't seem to notice Su Yang coming over. She just focused on practicing, doing various difficult yoga moves one after another. It was as if she had no bones. It's hard to imagine why a girl's body can be so soft. Su Yang felt that he would never reach this level even if he practiced for a lifetime, but Su Yang didn't wait for long. Yuan Cici soon saw Su Yang. She quickly finished her action, let out a long breath, and wiped the sweat off her forehead with a towel. "Boss, you're here." "Yes." Section 33. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Strong fitness. Gao Chang sat in the office drinking hot tea. He drank a lot of wine last night. Although he is sober now, he still feels a little uncomfortable in his stomach and his spirit has not recovered, or rather, his spirit has never recovered. It is not so easy to be a store manager. Especially when the performance is not good, you will not be able to sleep all night. There is no easy word in the life of an adult. At this time, someone walked into his office directly. He frowned and raised his head. When he saw the appearance of the person who came, the anger in his heart was suppressed. "Boss." "Hey, Manager Gao is drinking tea in the office." Su Tianqi said sarcastically, "It's already this time, and he can still drink tea leisurely in the office. I guess Manager Gao's performance this month must be very good, right?" Gao Chang took a deep breath, but didn't know what to say. "Boss, I will definitely try my best." "I don't want to try my best, I want to make a profit." Su Tianqi said directly, "I support you people, not to let you eat for free. I give you money, not to let you sit in the office and drink tea." Gao Chang hurriedly said, "I invited my colleagues to learn from me yesterday, so I drank a little wine, and I haven't recovered yet." Su Tianqi sat down on the sofa. "What do they say?" Gao Chang said clearly, "They also said that there is no way, and it is estimated that it will still lose money until next spring." "Next spring?" Su Tianqi counted on his fingers, and then said coldly, "Do you mean that I will lose money for another 8 months? Now it is the end of June, and the easy-to-find customers have been almost found. Our business must not be very good recently. Winter is also the off-season for gyms, so." "Gao Chang, you didn't say that at the beginning." Su Tianqi narrowed his eyes and said sternly, "You said that the gym can make money and the cost can be recovered in the first 2 months. Then boss, tell me, have you recovered the cost?" Su Tianqi stopped talking, he thought about it and reorganized his words, "But now you tell me that it will lose money until next spring." Thinking that he would have to hand over the money he earned bit by bit in the next period of time, he felt very sad. "If you lose money until next spring, you will still make money. Will you definitely make money next year?" "It's hard to say." "You're not sure?" Su Tianqi said in a low voice, "Could it be that you are not capable enough?" "Boss, you know that the economic environment is not good now. Many companies are laying off employees, and many of our customers are destined to leave." That if it were in the past, he would definitely pat his chest and assure Su Tianqi that he would definitely make money next year. "Anyway, I can get my salary every day." But now, he feels it is necessary to lower Su Tianqi's expectations. "If the boss really doubts my ability, I can resign." When Su Tianqi heard that Gao Chang was going to resign, he hesitated. If Gao Chang left, it would be difficult for him to find a replacement. It can be said that Qiangli Fitness was established by Gao Chang. Su Tianqi just paid behind the scenes. As for managing the gym, Su Tianqi is not sure. He used to sell building materials. "Then what do you think we should do?" "If the boss wants to run the gym for a long time, he will have to bear the losses in the next few months. If the boss just wants to make a quick buck." Gao Chang didn't say the rest, but Su Tianqi fell into deep thought. This was also the first time Gao Chang had such an open and honest talk with Su Tianqi. Seeing that the boss was really thinking seriously, Gao Chang was a little disappointed, but at the same time, he also strengthened his own ideas. People like Su Tianqi are indeed not suitable for running a gym. They used to make money too quickly, and they couldn't calm down to run a gym for a long time. Gao Chang really wanted to run the gym seriously. After all, Qiangli was also built by him. And he didn't want to be unemployed. If the gym closed down, he couldn't stand it if he went back to being a fitness coach. At the beginning, he boasted to Su Tianqi about the prospects of opening a gym and fooled Su Tianqi into the fitness industry. That was just because he wanted to be a store manager and was unwilling to be just an ordinary fitness coach. Now he felt that Su Tianqi would leave the fitness industry sooner or later, so he wanted to find a good future for himself, at least a stable high-paying job. Anyway, Qiangli Fitness cannot be allowed to go bankrupt. If he could work for a rich man like Su Yang and get the same treatment as Su Jiping, that would be the best. Su Tianqi narrowed his eyes and looked at Gao Chang and asked, "Do you mean that I should transfer the gym?" That he couldn't help but have some doubts about Gao Chang. Gao Chang smiled awkwardly. "In fact, it's hard to transfer it now, unless you meet someone who is stupid, rich, and easy to fool, an amateur." "Are you talking about me?" "Boss, you misunderstood me." Gao Chang quickly explained, "When we were preparing for the gym last year, the situation looked pretty good. Who knew it would become like this recently?" "Okay." Su Tianqi nodded, acknowledging his explanation. "Go on." "The total investment in the gym, including decoration equipment, is only 3 million, but you, boss, have already received 4 or 5 million in funds." Gao Chang spread his hands. "If you want to sell the gym, are you willing to return the 4 or 5 million to those customers?" Su Tianqi rejected it directly. "Impossible. This is my money. Then we need to buy the gym to take over. Who is willing to take over the debt of 4 or 5 million? Gao Chang reminded in a low voice, "And we are selling classes and cards at a discount. The debt of 4 or 500 is just on the surface. In fact, there should be more. Insiders know that this is a bit of a pit." Hearing this, Su Tianqi suddenly felt a pressure. Gao Chang continued to say to the boss, "Boss, why do gym owners like to run away with money after a few months? If running a gym is really a lucrative industry, how could they run away? Are those who run away with money fools? It's because running a gym for only 3 months is the most profitable." Su Tianqi suddenly felt that what Gao Chang said made sense. "The sooner this gym is transferred, the better. The boss entered the industry because of me. I can't bear to see the boss lose money, but the current situation has indeed changed and is full of uncertainty. The boss is in the building materials business, and he should be very touched by this." Su Tianqi pursed his lips and somewhat agreed with Gao Chang's words. Last year, his building materials business was really bad, and this year it is even worse. There is still a lot of material money that has not been collected. At the same time, he felt that he was doubting Gao Chang a little too much. Gao Chang was indeed doing it for his own good, and he did help him make money. But he still tried to ask, "Gao Chang, can you help me find someone to take over the gym?" Gao Chang shook his head quickly. "The people I know are all insiders, and they are not easy to fool. I think this matter must be handled by the boss, and the boss should know a lot of rich people." Su Tianqi nodded. "I'll think about it seriously." At this time, he more or less dispelled his suspicion of Gao Chang. "Boss, if the gym is transferred and the new boss doesn't trust me, can I follow you?" "Why do you follow me? Be a driver or a bodyguard, right?" "I'm not qualified to have a driver, and there's no need to have a bodyguard." Su Tianqi glanced at Gao Chang, who had gained some weight, and smiled. "But don't worry, with your ability, the new boss will definitely let you continue to be the store manager." Now I believe in his ability again. Hearing this, Gao Chang just thought, haha. Su Tianqi didn't even want to give him a promise. Chapter 25 Tao Shui who couldn't unscrew the bottle cap. This little green tea. I didn't expect that you are not only different from ordinary people. Yuan Cece looked at Su Yang's increasingly obvious muscle lines, and thought of Su Yang's training progress, and couldn't help but sighed. Even in learning yoga, your learning progress is much faster than ordinary students. Section 34. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This was the first time Yuan Cece met such a worry-free student. She taught Su Yang the essentials of movements, and Su Yang could master them as soon as he learned them. He was much better than the students he had encountered before. Maybe it's talent. If you pursue a career in sports, you should achieve great results. Professional athletes also rely heavily on physical talent. She was certain that Su Yang showed no signs of exercise before taking private lessons with her. The fitness instructor can tell at a glance whether you have exercised or not, Su Yang replied casually. There is no way I can be a professional athlete. Yuan Cece nodded. She also felt that with Su Yang's family background, his family would definitely not agree with him becoming a professional athlete. Su Yang will definitely go back to inherit the family business in the future. His family doesn't object to him coming to open a gym. They definitely hope that he can exercise well and improve his management skills, which is considered a serious matter. Su Yang didn't know that Yuan Cece was so good at brainstorming. While he was resting between groups, Su Jiping came to the private classroom and shouted respectfully. "Boss! What's going on? It should be considered good news." Su Jiping said with a strange expression, "Zhou Shunian just called me and asked me about you." Su Yang wondered, "Who is Zhou Shunian? Why are you asking about me?" Su Jiping glanced at Yuan Cece and said cryptically. "Zhou Shunian is also the manager of the gym. He also drank with me yesterday. It must be because of the news you asked me to release." Su Yang was stunned for a moment, then couldn't help but smile. "So, yesterday I let you put a bait, and you caught 2 fish, but when he made a commercial deduction for Power Fitness, he really didn't make this prediction. His business deduction skills are always based on a store or company. Although many variables can be controlled, the display is sometimes too simplified. Events that are not deeply related to the target company are often ignored, a little dull." "Right." Su Jiping's mood was very complicated. Yuan Cece looked at the two of them curiously, feeling a little confused. All she knew was that these two seemed to be conspiring against others. "Should you listen? Should I leave?" But before she could react, Su Yang asked Su Jiping, "How is Zhou Shunian's store?" Jijian Fitness, 700 square meters, can only be considered a medium-sized gym. However, it has been open for almost 5 years. It has always had a good reputation in the neighborhood and has a regular customer flow. 700 square meters is a bit small. Su Yang frowned slightly. 700 square meters doesn't suit his taste. He has always believed that a big store is beautiful, and a large employee is good. He has also heard of Jijian Fitness. It has pretty good reviews online, but it is only 700 square meters and obviously does not have many employees. I think Zhou Shunian's gym is good, much better than the one the boss wanted." Su Jiping said in a low voice. Old Zhou has always been one of those rare people who can calm down and run a gym seriously. "Oh." Su Yang nodded. He didn't expect that Su Jiping thought so highly of Zhou Shunian. "How much do you think it will cost?" "There may be something wrong with that gym. It should cost less than 300,000 yuan to get it, maybe even lower. We still need to find out more details." Su Jiping replied, "That gym has some history, too. I went there a month ago, and the fitness equipment is a bit old, so it shouldn't be worth much." Su Yang suddenly thought of strength and high strength, so he said, "You can help me inquire about the price first, and we can go take a look together sometime." "Okay, boss. On the other hand, let's make an appointment to meet in Shenzhenxiang tonight." "Okay, boss." After Su Jiping left, Yuan Cece asked curiously, "Boss, do you want to continue buying a gym?" Su Yang did not hide this. "Boss, the gym is not a very profitable business." Su Yang smiled and said, "Mainly because I like it." Of course, Su Yang didn't say that he mainly liked the physical attribute points awarded to him by opening a gym. The gym can bring him 3 attribute points of physique, strength, and agility at the same time every time, which is equivalent to him developing 3 industries at the same time. There is no way he will give up. What a wayward person with money. Yuan Cece complained in her heart. However, she still sensitively noticed that today's store manager seemed to be particularly respectful to Su Yang. Why is this? She felt that she could not understand Su Yang more and more. He doesn't seem to be a simple rich second generation. 60 minutes later, a private lesson ended. Su Yang had just left the private lesson and headed to the bathing area when he saw Tao Shui on the way. Tao Shui must have just taken a shower, and her hair is still half dry and half wet. It looks like another style. But at this time, she was competing with a bottle of sports drink. She twisted the bottle cap hard, but it didn't seem to move at all. "I'll do it." Su Yang stretched out his hand. Tao Shui looked up and saw the boss, then lowered her head nervously. Su Yang felt helpless when he saw it. Is he so scary? However, he admitted that Tao Shui was a little cute at this time. Give it to me and I'll help you unscrew it. Su Yang reached out to grab the drink and accidentally touched Tao Shui's hand. She quickly let go of her hand shyly. Su Yang was in a trance, and his heart was slightly throbbing. He took a deep breath, unscrewed the bottle cap, and returned the drink to Tao Shui and whispered. Don't be so nervous, I don't eat people. Yeah. Tao Shui nodded repeatedly, thank you, boss. You're welcome. Holding the drink, Tao Shui watched Su Yang's back disappear around the corner. When she turned around, she almost jumped up suddenly. A few drops of the drink in her hand were spilled. Yuan Sisi folded her arms, leaned against the door frame not far away and smiled. What, did I scare you? Tao Shui quickly explained, no, I just didn't expect Sister Sisi to be there. Yuan Sisi taught in the tone of a senior, being a person should be more open, and being suspicious all day long will easily scare you. Section 35. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Tao Shui smiled awkwardly, not knowing how to answer. Exercise well in the future. Yuan Sisi walked past Tao Shui. If customers know that our fitness trainer can't even unscrew the bottle cap, it will affect the reputation of the gym. My hands were a little wet just now. But Yuan Sisi didn't listen to her explanation at all, and walked away with her long legs. Tao Shui stared at Yuan Sisi's back and bit her back teeth hard. This woman has a really poisonous mouth. Tao Shui cursed Yuan Sisi in her heart, and Yuan Sisi also cursed Tao Shui in her heart. Yuan Sisi didn't believe that it was just a coincidence that Tao Shui met Su Yang here. Tao Shui's frightened look just now proved her guess. From the first day she met Tao Shui, she felt that Tao Shui was very scheming. She didn't like her no matter how she looked at her. Just now, seeing Tao Shui pretending to be weak and asking Su Yang to help her unscrew the bottle cap, Yuan Sisi's heart surged with a nameless anger. This little green tea. The target is obviously Su Yang. But she had to admit that Su Yang had a strong attraction to all young women. Fortunately, he was self-disciplined and focused on his hobbies and career. In the bathroom, Su Yang couldn't help but think of Tao Shui. He felt something was wrong, but he was a little unsure, so he put aside all thoughts and began to think about the two gyms. He didn't need to think about feelings now. The most urgent thing was to seriously consider how to roll up the monthly income. The hot pot restaurant business was booming, and the situation was very good. Now his monthly income has exceeded 500,000, and maybe it will soon exceed 600,000. But this speed is not enough. As long as he can get strength and muscle fitness, his monthly income is likely to exceed 1 million. A million monthly income, he didn't dare to dream of it before. Facing the mirror, looking at his strong body, he felt quite satisfied. Thinking of the increasing number of attribute points in his inventory, he decided to study hard with Yuan Sisi this month, and stop the private lessons next month to practice on his own. It is estimated that after this month, he will have learned the basics of fitness. Even if there is something he doesn't know, he can always ask other fitness coaches for help. He did enjoy the personal instruction of the beautiful Yuan Sisi, but he didn't want Yuan Sisi to notice more abnormalities in his body. Chapter 26 Conspiracy. This time your boss finally behaves like a human being. That night, under Su Jiping's arrangement, Su Yang met Gao Chang. Gao Chang is, as his name suggests, 1.8 meters tall, and although his muscles have degenerated a little, he still looks very strong, like a big bear. However, the bear still lowered his head when he saw Su Yang, and shook Su Yang's hand with a little humility. Hello, Mr. Su, I have heard of you for a long time. Hello, Manager Gao, I have also heard about you from Su Jiping. He said that you are very capable and run Qiangli Fitness very well. I am a little ashamed of this. Qiangli Fitness has started to lose money every month. Su Yang laughed. It is normal to start losing money now. All commercial gyms are like this. At least under your operation, your boss has made a lot of money, right? Alas, hearing this, Gao Chang felt warm in his heart for no reason, thinking of Su Tianqi, who is eager for quick success, suspicious and stingy, looking at the gentle, tolerant and considerate young boss Su Yang in front of him. Comparing the two, the difference is obvious. Your boss just lacks patience. Yes, Gao Chang nodded in approval. If you bring Qiangli with you, I can give you the same treatment as Manager Su, and I won't put too much pressure on you to achieve performance. Gao Chang's eyes lit up, and his eyes were full of desire. Su Yang added, but your gym must also reform like Xingho. Gao Chang patted his chest and guaranteed, no problem, boss, as long as the boss pays enough, he is willing to work with the boss. Even if the boss says the earth is square, he will believe it. Don't talk to Su Jiping next to him. He hasn't even started yet, and he's calling the boss. Soon the waiters brought up the signature dishes such as mapo tofu. Su Yang saw the bottles of white wine and said, I don't drink, is that okay? He never thought white wine tasted good. Especially after vomiting several times, he instinctively rejected white wine. He had no choice before, but now he is the boss at this table. Gao Chang laughed and said, no problem. Drinking is harmful to the body and is not a good thing. Su Jiping also said, those of us who work in the fitness industry really don't need to drink. It will make us look unprofessional. Su Yang found that Su Jiping's speech today was really good. Gao Chang said, what does the boss want to drink? Su Yang looked at the dishes on the table, almost all of which were peppered. After thinking for a while, he said, just drink coconut milk. The boss still has good taste. Gao Chang immediately said to the waiter, waiter, the wine is gone, give us 3 bottles of coconut milk. Okay. The waiter looked at the 3 people with a strange expression. 3 grown men came to eat here and only drank coconut milk, it's really rare. Xu Jingxiang is indeed a famous restaurant in Rongqing. Su Yang, who has a sensitive taste, can taste that the ingredients they use are very fresh. As for the taste, there is no need to say much, it is indeed quite good. While eating, Su Jiping also asked Gao Chang some business issues about power fitness. Gao Chang's answer was more straightforward, and Su Yang could tell that he didn't hide much, at least it is consistent with some of the information he obtained from his business deduction. However, when Su Jiping asked him how much he could lower the price at most, Gao Chang's attitude became a little coy. When things came to a close, Gao Chang felt a little ashamed of Su Tianqi. He always feels like he's eating the inside out. Some people are like that, bad, but not bad enough. I still have some conscience, although not much. Su Yang probably saw what Gao Chang was thinking. He put down his chopsticks and whispered, Gao Chang, you have to know that letting your boss leave with money now is the best choice for him. Su Jiping also said next to him, your boss has moved the funds to other places. The gym will still be losing money for a long time. And it is hard to say whether the gym business will be successful in the future. Maybe one day your boss's capital chain will be broken. The gym may not be transferable at that time, and your boss will only be in a worse situation. It is better to transfer it to our boss now. Yes. I'm doing this for Su Tianqi's good. Giving the gym to Su Yang is a win-win-win situation, which is good for everyone. After thinking through all this, Gao Chang finally let go of his remaining psychological burden and decided to move closer to Su Yang. Gao Chang whispered, our boss is quite suspicious. If I help lower the price, he may be suspicious. Section 36. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Has he thought about transferring the business? Yes, I have persuaded him to transfer the gym, but I asked him to find someone to take over. Gao Chang told Su Yang roughly what happened. Su Yang smiled and said, you have done a solid job in the early stage. You don't need to persuade him in the future. You just need to ask him occasionally if he has found someone to take over. Put some pressure on him. Okay. Put pressure on Su Tianqi. Gao Chang was eager to try it when he heard it. I heard that someone posted a message about transferring the gym in your fitness group in recent days. You should tell your boss about this news when you have time. Su Yang knew this news, but the other party's area was too small, so he was not very interested. I understand. Gao Chang still understood Su Yang's meaning, it's just that the boss creates a sense of urgency. Wait a few days, and then you can send him another message. That's absolutely fine. Gao Chang thought for a while and asked again, but what if he really finds someone to take over? Don't worry, he can't find anyone, just listen to me. Seeing Su Yang so confident, Gao Chang also inexplicably gained confidence in him. Okay, I'll listen to the boss. Then cheers. Su Yang raised the coconut milk. Cheers. Cheers. Gao Chang and Su Zhiping also raised their coconut milk and clinked glasses with Su Yang. Don't say it. After this glass, the three men felt that the atmosphere was inexplicably harmonious. After 9 o'clock in the evening, Gao Chang returned home and sat directly on the sofa in the living room. Why did you come back so early? Didn't you say you had work to attend? Gao Chang's wife put down the remote control and asked. I've already attended the social event. Gao Chang's wife approached Gao Chang, sniffed hard and said in surprise, you didn't drink? Our boss didn't allow us to drink this time. This time your boss finally behaved like a human being. In the following days, Su Zhiping prepared for the 3rd anniversary challenge of Xingho. Su Yang took Yuan Cici's private lessons in the morning without fail, and asked Ma Ran to look for a suitable store in the afternoon. The opening promotion of Zhoushiang Hot Pot restaurant is still going on, and the business is very hot. There are already many repeat customers who are repeatedly taking advantage of the hot pot restaurant. Su Yang doesn't care about it. The gross profit margin of the hot pot restaurant is over 50%, and he won't lose too much with the 50% discount. In addition to the prizes he gave out, he would at most lose some water, electricity, and labor. Labor naturally accounts for the majority, but Su Yang happens to be the least afraid of losing labor. As long as the 7-day opening promotion of Zhoushiang Hot Pot restaurant is over, Su Yang will immediately start opening a second branch. The 3 gyms, Xingho, Qiangli and Jijian, have more than 50 employees. As long as Su Yang opens a few more hot pot restaurants, it will not be a problem to have more than 100 employees. It may be very difficult for him to open a company with 100 employees, but it is relatively simple for him to open a few hot pot restaurants. It is almost copy and paste. Loyalty can be detected, and he is not afraid of employees doing anything tricky. Unknowingly, 2 days have passed. At the beginning, Gao Chang was able to keep his composure after returning, but after waiting for 2 days without a reply, he became a little impatient. The days of waiting are the most difficult. Sitting in the office, he saw the text message sent to him by the front desk. Su Tianqi, who had not been to the gym for a few days, came to the gym. Upon hearing the news, Gao Chang couldn't wait to knock on the door of Su Tianqi's office. Chapter 27. If the gym can make money, would you be willing to transfer it? Come in. Boss. Seeing that it was Gao Chang who came in, Su Tianqi's head ached slightly. Boss, have you found someone willing to take over the gym these days? Not yet. Su Tianqi shook his head helplessly. He has offended many friends recently because of the gym. He still remembers that at the wine table yesterday, he whispered to an old friend if he was willing to take over the gym. As a result, his old friend's face changed immediately. At that time, his old friend directly put his arm around his shoulders. Old Su, we have known each other for more than 10 years, right? Yeah. Then why did you cheat me? I didn't cheat you. You didn't cheat me. Then why do you want to transfer the gym to me? We have been together for so many years, who doesn't know each other? If the gym can make money, would you be willing to transfer it? As long as he mentioned that he wanted to transfer the gym, his friends almost all refused. These days, who doesn't understand the operation of commercial gyms? Even if you don't understand, there are people around you who understand. If it doesn't work, you can go online. But the more people he knows refuse to take over the gym, the more urgent Su Tianqi wants to transfer the gym. Seeing Su Tianqi's embarrassment, Gao Chang also laughed secretly in his heart. Then come on, boss. Wait a minute, Gao Chang. What's the matter, boss? Su Tianqi asked, do you know anyone who wants to take over the gym? No. Gao Chang shook his head. There are a few people who want to sell the gym, and they are all looking for buyers. Why don't you take a look? No. I'm not buying it. Su Tianqi rubbed his temples, and his heart became more and more anxious. Xingho Fitness, Su Zhiping reported to Su Yang that Su Tianqi had not found a buyer. Su Yang felt that the time was not right, so he asked Su Jiping to appease Gao Chang, let him continue to wait. "Boss, what should we do next?" "The day after tomorrow." Su Yang thought for a moment and said, "The day after tomorrow we will go to see Jijin Fitness, you notify Zhou Shunian first." Section 37. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Su Yang asked Su Jiping to learn about the situation of Jijin Fitness from Zhou Shunian. The business situation is okay, but the profit is pitifully small, excluding rent, property, water and electricity, employee wages and other expenses. On average this gym can only make about 100,000 yuan a year. In other words, their boss Gu Jianjun can only make some hard-earned money now. Not as good as some workers. Gu Jianjun has some other businesses. When he learned from Zhou Shunian that Su Yang wanted to acquire the gym, he had the idea of transferring the gym. Yesterday, their boss Gu Jianjun personally visited Su Yang, full of sincerity. "Okay. When the time comes, you ask the employees of Jijin Fitness to send the photos of me visiting their gym to your WeChat group and reveal that Xingho may acquire Jijin Fitness. Can you do this?" "Sure, I have a good relationship with Lao Zhou." Su Jiping said here, and suddenly understood a little. Boss wants Gao Chang to reveal this news to Su Tianqi. "Yeah." Su Yang nodded, "I am indeed interested in Xiangli Fitness, but I can't go to the door to buy it in person. I want Su Tianqi to beg me." Su Jiping suddenly realized. But he doubted again, is this really possible? As long as Gao Chang exerts his strength, there is a good chance. Su Yang said confidently, "As far as I know, Su Tianqi is not only suspicious, but also a little impatient." Su Jiping really wanted to ask, "Boss, how did you know?" But he still didn't ask. He estimated that when he didn't know, the boss had already investigated Su Tianqi behind the scenes. Is it so well prepared? But he still doubted whether the boss's plan could be successfully implemented. In a blink of an eye, 2 days passed, and Su Jiping drove Su Yang to Jijin Fitness. Su Jiping parked the car in the parking space at the entrance of the gym, and Su Yang saw the yellowed old sign of Jijin Fitness when he got out of the car. Zhou Shunian immediately reminded Su Jiping when he saw him, "Boss, President Su from Xingho is here." Gu Jianjun asked curiously, "Is it that young man?" "Yes." "Then let's go out to greet him." "Okay." Gu Jianjun didn't put on airs. After all, he was the one who begged Su Yang to take over. So, Gu Jianjun took Zhou Shunian out of the gym to greet Su Yang. Behind them, there were also some curious employees watching. Who is the boss going to pick up? Is it someone from the government? I know that the boss wants to transfer the gym to Xingho recently. That's Su Jiping, the manager of Xingho Fitness. The person in front of Su Jiping should be the new boss of Xingho. The famous second-generation rich man. Yes, it must be him. He is just as the rumors say, a handsome guy. It would be great if he could be our boss. I heard that Xingho's treatment is the best among Rongqing gyms. There is not much performance pressure yet. If we are acquired by Xingho, will Xingho give us a raise? I think so. I heard they are not short of money. Then I hope we can be acquired. A muscle fitness coach took out his mobile phone and took a lot of photos of the two people shaking hands outside the door, then he sent the photos to their fitness group. Soon someone asked what the photo was. The fitness coach explained in the group, "Our boss wants to transfer the gym, so he found Mr. Su from Xingho. Now Mr. Su has come to our gym for inspection. Wow, it's Xingho. Mr. Su from Xingho does have this ability." Under the boasting of Xingho employees, Su Yang's reputation has spread throughout the Rongqing fitness circle without knowing it. Doesn't that mean you are going to enjoy life? Xingho's salary and benefits are absolutely top-notch. Tao Shui from our gym has been poached. I originally wanted to switch to Xingho, but they are too strict in recruiting people. If I had known earlier, I would have switched to Jijin. Once Jijin was acquired, wouldn't I have directly become an employee of Xingho? Excuse me, are you still recruiting people at Jijin now? Same question, not just at this time. Gao Chang received a call from Su Jiping. looking at the new messages constantly jumping in the Weixin fitness group, Gao Chang couldn't help but sigh in his heart that his future boss's methods were really amazing. This routine is really one ring after another. He cut off the message records in the WeChat group and sent them one by one to the WeChat of the current boss Su Tianqi. Seeing that Su Tianqi did not respond, he directly called Su Tianqi. Su Tianqi asked on the phone, "What's the matter?" "Boss, look at the WeChat message I sent you." "What news?" "Boss Su of Xingho Fitness seems to want to buy Muscle Fitness and has already visited Muscle Fitness." "You mean?" "Boss, have you found someone to take over the gym?" Su Tianqi's breathing became rapid. "Do you think Boss Su of Xingho may be interested in us?" "I don't know, but if the boss hasn't found a candidate, maybe we can give it a try." Gao Chang lowered his voice and said, "I heard that the boss of Xingho is very rich. Since he wants to take over Muscle Fitness, why can't he buy us?" "Then go ask," Su Tianqi replied. "Okay, boss." After hanging up the phone, Su Tianqi did not start the car immediately. He recalled the rumors about Su Yang, and the more he thought about it, the more he felt that this was an opportunity. Chapter 28: Professional Store Closers and Professional Debtors. Gao Chang assists. In recent days, the news of him promoting his own gym has spread. When he invited people to dinner, his friends either refused or stated in advance not to mention the gym, but a friend introduced him to a professional store closer. The professional store closer claimed that he could help him solve the gym's problems. He could get out of the gym's affairs with funds. He didn't have to be held accountable by law. He only needed to register a company and put the gym under the company. The professional store closer could change the company's legal representative to someone else through legal means. Then through various operations, the company would be insolvent. At that time, all the equipment in the gym would be emptied in the middle of the night and the store would be closed directly. After closing the store, put up a notice to tell customers that the gym has chosen to close due to business problems. If you want a refund, you can call a certain number and we will handle it together. It is impossible to refund, anyway. The most you can do is to track down the legal representative. And the legal representative used by professional store closers is definitely not able to repay. After all, there are professional debtors. At this time, Su Tianqi can make a perfect exit. However, professional store closers charge a fee, and the amount is not low. Section 38. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Otherwise, why would they help? But this is definitely not what Su Tianqi wants. He also consulted a lawyer he knew, who told him that it was indeed possible, but there were still certain legal risks, and he didn't even know who had bought memberships and private lessons at Xiangli Fitness. Maybe they wouldn't take legal action. Unless he left Rongcheng and went far away after getting the money. But is that possible? He has other businesses in Rongcheng. At this time, he stopped driving and parked his car on the side of the road, flipping through the WeChat messages sent by Gao Chang while waiting for Gao Chang to call back. Not long after, Gao Chang really called Su Tianqi back. What did they say? Xingho's store manager Su Zhiping said that their boss is more interested in Muscle Fitness. Su Tianqi frowned and said, "Why? What's so good about that broken store?" That he knew about Muscle Fitness, and he had investigated it more or less before opening a gym. "It seems that Muscle Fitness should be profitable, but we are still losing money." "How does Su Zhiping know that we are losing money?" "I told him before." "You." Su Tianqi felt depressed and had the urge to throw his phone. "Boss, you know, I used to ask Su Zhiping about some gym management issues, and insiders can definitely guess our Qiangli situation. Whether I say it or not is the same." "Is there really no way?" "Boss, I think we still have a chance." Su Tianqi asked hurriedly, "Why?" "Since the boss of Xingho is interested in Muscle Fitness, then we still have a chance. Our Qiangli has luxurious decoration, 90% new equipment, and a good location. Except for a little more debt, how can it be inferior to Muscle Fitness?" "Indeed." Su Tianqi agreed with what Gao Chang said. "And I think Su Zhiping's opinion doesn't necessarily represent their boss's opinion. Their boss is very generous, has no shortage of money, and also likes the fitness industry. If the boss really wants Xingho to take over, he still has to talk directly to Xingho's boss. I heard that Jijian's boss Gu Jianjun personally visited Xingho and persuaded Xingho's boss before Xingho's boss went to Jijian to inspect it. Su Tianqi asked, do you mean to let me talk in person? Yes, that's the only way to show sincerity. Gao Chang persuaded, the second generation of rich people cares most about face. If you make him happy, he might directly offer a price. The price of a car may be more expensive than our gym. Makes sense. Su Tianqi has seen the screenshots sent by Gao Chang and knows that Su Yang's family is very rich, much richer than him. Boss, if you really want to sell, I suggest you talk as soon as possible, and it's best to sell before Jijian. If the boss is not in a hurry, you can wait. Why? Su Tianqi asked in confusion. Because there is no guarantee that after Xingho's boss buys Jijian, he will still be interested in our Qiangli. Gao Chang analyzed, what if Xingho doesn't continue to buy Jijian after buying it? I know Su Jiping. He is conservative and cautious. Xingho is still in a loss-making stage after significantly increasing employee salaries. He definitely doesn't want his boss to buy gyms randomly. Their boss trusts Su Jiping. Su Tianqi, then I will go now. Gao Chang, it depends on the boss's idea. Su Tianqi asked again, you seem to want to see Xingho buy Qiangli. Gao Chang smiled a little embarrassedly. Xingho is famous for being rich and generous. Su Tianqi did not doubt him and said directly, then pay attention to the news in your group. If Xingho buys Jijian, call me. Okay, boss. That's it. After hanging up the phone, Su Tianqi decisively started the car and went to Xingho. He also felt that Gao Chang made sense. After buying Jijian, people might not be interested in Qiangli in a short time. Since he has planned to sell the gym, he must do it quickly. After all, the gym is losing money every month. At this time, Su Yang was visiting Jijian Fitness and found that the facts were just as Su Jiping said. Most of Jijian's fitness equipment is relatively old, but there are always professionals to maintain the equipment. Due to stable business operations, the turnover rate of Jijian's fitness coaches is much lower than that of ordinary commercial fitness companies. These fitness coaches are older, but their professional abilities are still good. The overall level is even higher than Xingho. Jijian's private training classes are not sold much, all thanks to a group of loyal and hardcore users who have been operating for 5 years. The price offered by Gu Jianjun is also relatively reasonable. He can transfer the gym to Su Yang for 150,000 yuan, and Su Yang needs to take over the old customers. Su Yang made a little deduction and decided to go for it. After buying it, he will indeed lose money for a few months. However, as long as he operates it step by step, the gym's annual profit can make back 150,000 yuan. If the salary refund of the Golden Finger system is included, it will only take more than a month, and Gu Jianjun went to him personally, which showed his sincerity. Of course, another reason was that if Su Yang hesitated for a while, there would be old customers of Jijian who would buy Jijian. It was only 150,000 yuan, and there were still many rich people in Rongcheng. In Gu Jianjun's small office, Su Yang said while drinking tea. Mr. Gu, Jijian looks pretty good to me. The price of 150,000 yuan is also reasonable. I'm willing to buy it. Gu Jianjun said happily. Thank you very much, Mr. Su. Su Yang changed the subject, but I have a small request. What request? Don't spread the news that we have reached an agreement for the time being, just say that we are still talking. Gu Jianjun was stunned for a moment and then smiled. That's no problem. He didn't know what Su Yang wanted to do, but he is definitely willing to give Su Yang this face. But Mr. Su, can you take care of those old guys in the gym? Gu Jianjun may also be a little embarrassed after saying this. My request may be a bit presumptuous, but their professional abilities are definitely excellent. Can also endure loneliness. As long as they have excellent professional skills, do not violate the rules and regulations of the gym, and work hard. I will not dismiss every employee easily. Su Yang glanced at Zhou Shunian next to Gu Jianjun and said, Manager Su also told me however, store manager Zhou is very capable and conscientious in his work. I will also let him continue to be the store manager. Gu Jianjun said happily, Thank you very much, Mr. Su. You're welcome. Zhou Shunyan next to him gave Su Jiping a grateful look when he heard Su Yang praising him. The boss gives himself too much face in front of his old friends. This made Su Jiping feel like drinking frozen Coke in the summer. He was so happy that the corners of his mouth couldn't help but curl up. Please give me some recommendation votes or something. Chapter 29. You give our boss $1 million. Boss, the front desk just called me and said that Su Tianqi, the boss of Powerful Fitness, has arrived at Xingho Fitness and he wants to see you. As soon as Su Yang left Jijian Fitness, he heard Su Jiping say with a strange expression, he didn't expect that Su Tianqi would actually come to the door as Su Yang expected. Su Yang looked at the bustling streets outside the car window and said calmly. Then let's meet. Okay boss. Remember the role you played? Remember. Su Jiping nodded while driving. Section 39. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This time he played himself, without any difficulty. Su Tianqi sat in front of the spacious reception room of Xingho and took the tea brought by the front desk. Hearing that Su Yang and Su Jiping were on their way back, his heart settled down. He touched the tea and found it was a little hot. He stood up anxiously and walked out of the reception room to take a look at Xingho's gym. Xingho's gym was spacious and bright, and the fitness equipment was neatly arranged. It was not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and many guests were working out in the gym. There were many more guests than his strong fitness. He saw a few beautiful girls who took selfies with their mobile phones after exercising. However, he soon noticed that there were 3 or 4 fitness coaches shuttling between those ordinary customers. They looked relaxed and natural, with a faint smile on their faces. From time to time, they would give instructions to those fitness people, or they would talk and laugh with some fitness people who were resting between groups, as if they were chatting about family matters. There were also a few fitness coaches who were sweating profusely on treadmills and other equipment, working harder than those fitness enthusiasts. Working out during work hours? Good guy. Aren't you trying to sell private lessons? There are so many members here, and this is a good opportunity to sell private lessons. In an instant, Su Tianqi felt a surge of blood. But soon, he calmed down. He just remembered that this is not his store. He quickly remembered the rumors about Xingho, and suddenly felt that the rumors were indeed credible. The boss of Xingho is a rich second generation who is not short of money. If this goes on, it would be strange if this gym doesn't lose money. In fact, Su Tianqi didn't know that due to the reward system set by Su Yang, Xingho's fitness coaches gradually split into 2 factions. Fitness coaches who are good at selling private lessons with gentle words are still selling lessons. For example, Yuan Cece and Zheng Jianbo, but fitness coaches who are not good at selling private lessons, such as Wang Hu and Xiong Yi, began to serve those ordinary fitness members seriously, that is, the group of coaches he doesn't like. They hope to get the Xingho tickets of those members to get the top 10 rankings of the most popular fitness coaches and get the ranking rewards of the gym. Of course, fitness coaches like Yuan Cece and Zheng Jianbo are also strong contenders for the ranking. As long as students buy private lessons, they can get a lot of Xingho tickets. And their Xingho tickets can be obtained by their private coaches at least with a little effort. As for those fitness coaches who work hard to exercise, they are all typical examples caught by Su Jiping. How can they be a fitness coach if they don't even manage their own bodies? Who believes it? This causes them to have to take time out for exercise every day. As for the increasing number of guests in Xingho Fitness, most of them are obtained by word of mouth. After all, the large-scale publicity activities planned by Su Yang are still in preparation and have not been officially launched. Don't rely on the power of word of mouth, especially in this internet age. Whether it is a QQ group, a Weixin group, or a forum community. Whether it is a running group, a cycling group, or various fitness enthusiasts groups, many news spreads quickly. After Xingho Fitness carried out a thorough reform, word of mouth soared among a group of fitness enthusiasts in Rongchen. Some people who live nearby and like running, cycling, or other sports enthusiasts are willing to come and have a look after hearing the good reputation of Xingho. After seeing this, many of them who are fitness enthusiasts were directly left behind. No matter what type of exercise, a strong core support is needed. To get a strong core, various fitness is essential. And fitness enthusiasts also like to bring people in. Many original members of Xingho, after discovering that Xingho's fitness environment is getting better and better, are willing to recommend friends to join, so that they can have a companion when exercising. Like Qin Shuang, she brought her friends over. In Su Yang's view, the reputation of the gym is more important than the reputation of the restaurant. Diners may come from thousands of miles away to have a meal because of the reputation of the restaurant. But fitness enthusiasts will not come from thousands of miles away to open a membership just because of the reputation of the gym. The source of customers for the gym always comes from the surrounding area. After waiting for half an hour, Su Tianqi finally waited for Su Yang and Su Zhiping. Su Tianqi recognized Su Yang at a glance and took the initiative to greet him and stretched out his hand. "Hello, Mr. Su." "Hello, Mr. Su." Su Yang responded with a smile. The word general does not mean so serious in Rongchen. Sometimes friends joke with each other and occasionally call each other general. It doesn't necessarily mean boss. It's also a polite way of addressing businessmen. Su Yang said directly, "Let's go to the office to talk." "Okay." Arriving at the office, Su Zhiping poured tea for the two. Su Yang sat in the boss chair and asked directly, "General Su, what do you want to talk to me about?" "I heard that General Su wants to buy Jijin Fitness." Su Yang said frankly, "I do have this idea, but we are still discussing it." Su Tianqi was slightly relieved to learn that Su Yang did not buy Jijin directly. It was the same as the information Gao Chang had found out. "I wonder what General Su thinks of our Changli Fitness." Su Yang smiled and said, "I have heard of Changli Fitness. It seems to have been open for 3 months. I heard that the business is very hot. General Su must have made a lot of money, right?" "No, I didn't make much. Mr. Su is too modest. I heard that the gym makes the most money in the first 3 months." Su Yang looked at Su Zhiping. "Manager Su, am I right?" Su Zhiping affirmed, "The boss is right. The gym can indeed make a lot of money in the first 3 months, especially a commercial gym like Qiangli." Su Tianqi smiled awkwardly. He had to forcibly change the subject. "Mr. Su, it's like this. I wonder if you are interested in our Qiangli gym." "What interest?" Su Tianqi looked at Su Yang staring at him curiously, and could only helplessly say directly, "Are you interested in buying our Qiangli?" Su Yang's eyes lit up. "Are you going to sell it?" "Yes." Su Tianqi's heart beat violently when he saw Su Yang's interest. "There's a chance." "Boss, aren't you going to buy Jijin?" At this time, Su Zhiping interrupted, "After buying Jijin, don't expand any more in the short term. The fitness industry is not doing well now." Su Tianqi asked angrily, "He is?" Su Yang introduced, "This is Manager Su of Xingho Fitness. He is quite capable and manages the gym very well." Hearing Su Yang's introduction, Su Zhiping was in a good mood. "Oh." Su Tianqi had guessed it, but he still said, "Boss Su, it's better to buy our Qiangli than to buy Jijin. Our Qiangli Fitness has just opened for 3 months. The equipment is 90% new and the location is good. We don't have to worry about customers." Su Yang looked at Su Zhiping and was obviously a little moved. Su Tianqi saw that the boss Su in front of him trusted Su Zhiping very much. Su Zhiping said with a headache, "Boss Su, how much do you offer?" Su Tianqi stretched out his right hand and made a 5 gesture. 500,000. Section 40. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ha! Su Zhiping sneered and said, "Boss Su, are you trying to take advantage of me?" Su Tianqi was a little embarrassed. As Gao Chang said, this Su Zhiping is very troublesome. Su Yang was in a good mood when he heard the 500,000, at least his preliminary arrangements have begun to show results. It is much cheaper than the 1 million deduced last time. Su Tianqi looked at Su Yang, and Su Yang looked at Su Zhiping. Su Zhiping said with a straight face, "Boss Su, you and I are both experts. I know the store manager of your Qiangli Fitness. I know the business situation of your Qiangli Fitness very well." At this time, Su Tianqi also noticed that Su Yang was frowning and looking at him, obviously a little dissatisfied. "Ha! I'm just joking, just joking." Su Tianqi pretended to be in pain and said, "It only takes 200,000, 200,000, Su Jiping whispered, "Too high." Su Tianqi was a little disappointed and said, "Then Manager Su, how much?" Su Jiping raised his index finger. Su Tianqi widened his eyes and asked, 10,000. Su Jiping whispered, 1 million. What? Su Tianqi didn't quite understand what Su Jiping meant. Su Jiping explained, "I mean, you give our boss 1 million, and our boss will take over for you." Chapter 30. Thank you, President Su. We are a win-win situation. This is impossible. Su Tianqi slammed the table and stood up. He felt that Su Jiping was as black-hearted as those professional store closers. "Mr. Su, don't be angry, sit down and talk." Su Yang hurriedly advised, "And Manager Su, isn't your offer a bit too much?" Su Jiping explained respectfully, "Boss, you don't know that Mr. Su may have received 5 or 6 million in advance payments for Qiangli. Now he transfers Qiangli to you just to let you take over his mess." Su Tianqi said aggrievedly, "But I invested 4 million in the early stage." Su Jiping corrected, "It's 3 million. Gao Chang mentioned it when he was preparing for Qiangli in the early stage." At this moment, Su Tianqi wanted to pull Gao Chang out and beat him up. Su Jiping continued, "Boss, if you really want to buy a gym, you should go with Jijian. At least we won't lose money if we buy Jijian. Qiangli's debt is too big." But seeing Su Yang start to hesitate, Su Tianqi knew he had to make a decision. "Mr. Su, I can transfer Qiangli to you for free." Su Jiping said, "Boss, Mr. Su is still not sincere." Su Yang suddenly asked, "How about Mr. Su, you give me 500,000, and I will help you take over." Su Tianqi didn't know what to say. Su Yang said very seriously, "You can still make 2 million this way." "Mr. Su," Su Jiping shouted. Su Yang smiled awkwardly, "I think Qiangli is good, at least it's new and the place is still big." Su Tianqi said helplessly, "Mr. Su, I really didn't make 2 million, he was telling the truth. He invested 3 million in the gym in the early stage, but maybe the reputation of commercial gyms was a bit bad, and the funds he recovered from selling memberships and private lessons in the first 3 months were close to 5 million. After deducting the publicity and marketing expenses, it is only more than 4 million. In other words, his investment made a total of more than 1 million. Do Su Yang and Su Jiping know? They know it clearly, but they still pretend not to know. They also try to exaggerate how much Su Tianqi earns. Su Yang asked, "How much will you give me?" Su Tianqi hesitated for a moment and looked at Su Jiping again. 300,000. Su Yang looked at Su Jiping, and Su Jiping thought for a while and asked, "Boss, do you really want it?" "I want it a little, but I still listen to you. After all, I am an outsider." Su Tianqi's heart skipped a beat. Su Jiping asked, "Mr. Su, how do you pay the rent for Qiangli?" "Pay quarterly. Then the rent for 2 months will not be refunded." "Okay, 2 months of rent of 120,000, Su Tianqi felt painful just thinking about it. "And you have to pay the staff salaries this month." "That's what I should do." "Then let's do it." Su Jiping turned to Su Yang and said, "Boss, I really don't want you to take over Qiangli. Since you have accepted it, you should be prepared to continue to lose money for a while." Su Yang smiled and said, "I'm good at this. Anyway, I have plenty of time." Hearing this, Su Tianqi next to him suddenly felt a little relieved. At least he can still make about 1 million, which is not in vain for his hard work for a whole year. Opening a large commercial gym is not that easy, from site selection to decoration, from applying for various business licenses to fire protection, etc. He has run a lot of relationships and spent a lot of energy. Investing 3 million, he is also taking a big risk. His building materials business is not good, many accounts have not been collected, and the funds on hand are quite tight. Now that the gym is transferred, he can also breathe a sigh of relief. After all, he feels more at ease holding the cash in his hand. "Mr. Su, then it's so happy to confirm." Su Yang stood up and stretched out his hand to Su Tianqi. He was naturally in a good mood. After all, he had earned 1.42 million. Su Tianqi held Su Yang's hands with both hands and said sincerely, "Thank you, Mr. Su." That this thank you made Su Yang, who still had a conscience, couldn't help but want to laugh. Yes. He should thank me. But Su Yang also understood after thinking about it, Su Tianqi didn't know that he was taking advantage of him. Su Yang emphasized, this is a win-win situation, that not only did he get the power, he also saved more than 1 million, and was thanked by Su Tianqi. It seems that it is more than a win-win situation. As for the 1 million Su Tianqi earned, he was not jealous. After all, he also spent more than half a year and used real money to build a gym. Yes. President Su is right. This is a win-win situation. Su Tianqi also laughed. He felt that Su Yang's words were very pleasant. So Su Tianqi handed Su Yang a business card. President Su, I specialize in building materials business. If you need it, you can find me. I will definitely give you a discount. That he still had some good feelings for Su Yang, he felt that the other party was a rich second generation who was rich and willful.